new, I'll admit. So I had 100 spots to fill, right? Initially, I had like a small guest list of like my people, right? Yeah. Then I opened it up to the public at 11 a.m. By 10 p.m. that night, I only had 3 spots left.
Dang.
Wow.
So I called my manager the next day, like, we need to like add on. No, it was 5 p.m. that day. I was like, bro, we need to add on because these numbers are going like down.
Crazy.
She was like, don't add another 100, add another 50 because we want to make it like exclusive.
Anxiety kicks in when I'm overwhelmed. Consistently doing for others, hardly myself. I'm filled partly with wealth and still wrapped in my shell. Got this pyramid scheme, ain't helping nobody else. I'll admit I'm a glutton for punishment cause I'm numb to it. Piling work on the pain, success patching my bruises. Eating uppercuts from life cause I stomach the losing. Healing in between the round square but pivot, so I'll admit.
My name is Kai, and I'm reviewing track 1, I'll Admit. The track was the perfect opening for the entire album as it captured the theme of the album, and it showed Pat's consistency to using hip-hop as a healing space and willingness to be vulnerable. So great job.
With the fade, niggas stay cool. Sauce cast out in the middle of the ocean.
You guys, this song, Like the Waves, it speaks to me so much, and I just love the soul. I mean, it just makes me want to just bop my head and like turn up that music on a Sunday morning. I love it.
I am super excited that he's taking an introspective approach with his album, to hear him speaking about celibacy and uplifting his wife. But it's nice to be open and honest about the darker things that you're feeling so that way we can all feel connected and understand that we're not going through these things alone.
And that's true. Some days I'm fine, some days I cry, some days I try. Some days alone, some days okay, some days I don't want to talk, some days I just want to chill sometimes. Please just allot my space, I'll gravitate.
This track just really spoke to me. I felt like it was really relatable. Kind of a phrase that stuck out in my head kind of midway through the song was that the content bleeds authenticity. I really feel like it was coming from a real place because it was stuff that I experienced, stuff that I feel, and I felt like he can express it and communicate it in a way that just draws people in and just, you know, makes things better, you know, just gives people a better outlook on life. So really good song. Some days I'm okay, some days I lie. I like just how he was able to make that real.
Some days I try. Look to the left, right, up, down, take every cheat code. The seat through the motors, briefly control them, no guard up when I leave home.
I think this is actually one of the most important tracks on the album because this is kind of where Pat begins to realize, you know, it's the damage that he's taken in the past is kind of affecting what's going on, you know, in his life. And now he can now realize that, and now he's able to move forward in the healing process, which takes place throughout the rest of the album.
It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel. But there is a healing process. And don't deny that healing process. What you heard on the album was my healing process.
Black ball headed with the confidence of silhouettes before me. Jordan Duncan on a green mile, master, I'm a rebel cousin. Never getting hung up over dubs, trust, it's a drug.
What I loved the most about it was the contrast between the melody, how melodic the hook and melody was,
Life and all his hard times used to shut me out.
versus the verses had the distorted 808 bass heavy, intense, you know, drum swings.
Little did he know I would advance in courses, land in orbit, find every cancer source, so stand the torrid, product of a grand proportion, whoa.
I mean, but it was a great record. I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's it.
I remember I was younger and much tender. Was a elementary member with a Benny Button mental. Always sharpening my pencil just to get about my seats. Work was boring, steady soaring, scoring like I had the key. That was me, steady talking to my neighbors.
I really enjoyed this track. It made me feel at peace. I guess that's kind of the biggest thing that I got from the song. It was really tranquil. I love the beat. He talked about, you know, feeling out of place in the song, and music like this that's relatable, that, you know, touches you, is something that kind of helps us realize that and be able to cope with that. And so I love the album. It was all really good. And yeah.
I can feel myself like growing pains, fire flames, no more crying.
Yeah.
I like how I could relate to this. It talked about what if you couldn't right your wrongs.
Had a pass to pull a plug from my outlet. A light bulb full of passion, fusing strength for the cloud reps. Look out below.
Pat knows me personally, so he knows I go through things like that where I question myself. So I thought it was a good think piece, and overall I just thought it was a really good track for the project.
Damn, the difference making up the pain is pretty cataclysmic. I covered every scar. My pride was rock so hard. Mufasa holding on, but loyalty would push me off. I harbored all of my feelings, thought I was healing. I chalked it up to life because I'm a man, that's how we deal with. I'm taught to cope, it's copacetic. Heart was cloaked and scoping like a loaded weapon. Incline, moving like an enzyme. Refine, building up my insides.
In this song, you know, he talked about he didn't want to let his wife down, he didn't want to let his friends down. Also, the production, I feel like, matched it as well because there wasn't too much going on, but you could kind of focus on the weight of the lyrics.
Canning my wife down.
Wait, Will, you were in the community group too, weren't you? Which one? When we first got to the church. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Everything coming full circle.
Canning the homies down.
Cool. Are you guys gonna ask me questions?
Take shenanigans round the bush for the answers when I don't stand for the pandering. Quite they candid like Anakin, less than mans with their handle and choke.
I really like this song. I think that I related to it on a couple just different notes. I feel like a lot of times I get bogged down by a bunch of different stresses from different parts of my life, and it's a lot, and sometimes you just want to get away from all of it at once. And I feel like maybe that's what Pat was trying to say a little bit with this track. So I really love this song, yeah.
I'd rather be just a stranger versus the war report. Yeah, treasure that I see, all I want is peace. Gotta see the pain, maybe a defeat, all I want is peace. I'm like my Jesus, baby. When them Peters start acting clueless, I don't need them, baby. Plenty homies to get me through this. Was too focused helping others while I'm bleeding undercover. And myself did a number, Ollie evens out the clutter.
I'm really proud of what Pat went through the actual whole song in regards to the actual whole album, to the point I got to see that with his life. I can see him finally genuinely healing, processing, if I can say a little bit thank you for that, and I'm really proud of him for everything.
Working through him daily made a better me. Said working through him daily made a better me.
So listen, first of all, I love you so much. You are absolutely amazing. I just want you to know I am super proud of you. And as I've been saying for about a year, you are next in line. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep grinding. I got your back. Mrs. Mix is gonna always be with you. Thank you so much for continuing to be the amazing artist that you are. Love you, babe.
Sunny weather, better days. Feel the weather, feel the change. Yeah. Feel it on the inside. Getting better every stride. Grateful for this life you gave. Yeah. I'm so glad I see the change. Feel it on the inside. Getting better every stride. Grateful for this life you gave. Yeah. I'm so glad I see the change. Feel it on the inside. Getting better every stride. Grateful for this life you gave. Yeah. I'm so glad I see the change.